Hi, it's me, Tiffany. It is early as a motherfucker. To be fair, this is how early I've been wanting to wake up for like a hot second. I just haven't been able to get out of bed early enough. How do you always scare me? It's talent. It also comes with the face. It's just, this is a lot to look at. It's rough. It's like a car accident. Like, you want to look away, but you're also like morbidly curious and disgusted by it, so you just put up with it. Oh dude, it's 8 a.m. When I had my last job, I would be just waking up. I've been up since 3 because I couldn't fucking sleep for some dumb reason. I woke up at like 3-ish and 3:30-ish, I think, and just couldn't go back to sleep, and so here I am. 8 a.m. Yes, it's 8 in the morning. It's so early. Which, again, I'm fine with. I used to stream at this time every day. It's just really, really early. It's 3 p.m. and I didn't go to sleep at all. I went to bed at like 1:30. So I got like an hour and a half of sleep, something like that, if that. And my body just refused to go back to sleep. And I just know that like when I'm done streaming, I'm gonna get exhausted and want to take like a proper amount of sleep, and I'm just gonna be like, you know what? No, you did this to yourself, you fucker. You dumb fuck. I should really get going around. No, we want to stay and be best friends. Why is everybody... There's a lot happening in this house right now. I forgot that Diana just died, and now everybody's really sad about it, but these two need to go to sleep. We should actually send everybody to bed. Cause his shit's low too. So you go to sleep. You're fine, but you know what? You go to sleep anyway, and then you go to sleep. And he's very mad. Is he gonna be a young adult soon? Days until age up? No. He's got 4. Dude, I can't wait to get him out of this house so I can actually have like a nicer house. This house isn't like bad by any means. It's just like there's too many people. So we have like this toddler room. What I'm thinking I want to do is swap these. So put the toddler room over here and expand the bathrooms. So move like this bathroom into this corner and then move this bathroom over or something. Like I want to shift everything around and have this be a bigger room, and then just keep to 1 kid per generation unless we have twins, and then it can't be helped. There's no point in going to bed. Little did I know I have a doctor's appointment at 10 a.m. Oh shit. Yeah, we had one yesterday. Well, it wasn't for me, it was for my husband, but he had one yesterday at 8 a.m. And so I got maybe an hour of sleep yesterday as well. Because then we woke up and we went to the doctor. Everything's fine. Like, he's just had some long COVID stuff that he's been dealing with. And so we got into like a special clinic for it. And we just had to have that first, like, what are your problems? What are your symptoms? How long have you had these symptoms? Blah, blah, blah. So that was what that meeting was about. But it still took a good couple hours. Why are all the lights on in this room? This is Diana's old room. She's fucking dead. Go sell that for now. Oh, I'm so tired. I played SimCity 4 for like an hour this morning because Jared bought it for me last night while I was streaming. Because I've been talking about how much I wanted to play it, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna wait because I don't feel like spending $20 on a game that's like 20 years old. And then he went and got it anyway. He He went and bought it for me anyway, and I'm like, you bitch. Need 5 more to make it through the day. Yeah, I'm on my first coffee. I'm need to cut back. I drink way too much coffee. I think I drink like 2 to 3 cups a day, plus maybe even a cup of tea, and I'm like, all right, Linda, we gotta not do that. That's so much. Well, if we can't take these and like more choices, grab drink, utensil, more choices, open, get a delivery. See, he needs food. But like when I had that salad thing made, they got sick. There's got to be a better way. There has to be a better way. Maybe we get them a bar. That's what we can do. We'll get them a bar and then maybe they'll be better. If I had 2 monsters, I'm so tired, but I have so much energy. That's how I feel like all the time. Like mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, spiritually exhausted, but somehow still on crack. Activities and skills. God, I can never remember where the stupid bars are. I hate it. It's like this one time. So I have like, I don't think I've ever really talked about this. It's not like something I'm like intentionally try to hide or whatever. It's just not something I actively talk about because I don't think it's very interesting. But I have really weird anxiety. Like I have very clear and shitty social anxiety. Where's the globe bar? I have really bad social anxiety, but I also just have like regular anxiety that just decides to show its face whenever the fresh fuck she wants. And so this one time I was just minding my own business, barbecue sauce in my titties, and out of nowhere I started having this like panic attack or whatever, anxiety, panic, whatever. And so I'm like freaking out and I'm like, I'm not sure what to do. So I talked to Jared. I'm like, hey, I'm having a panic attack. You know, what the fuck? And he's like, oh shit, here. And he gives me some sort of medicine. Like it's because he has anxiety too. So he's like, here, take this. And I'm like, okay. So I took a pill and it was some like properly prescribed pill. He didn't know the reaction that I would have. He had a suspicion that it might happen because it happened to him. But basically what happened was I went from having a panic attack in regular speed to having a panic attack in slow motion. My body was not going anywhere, but I was still having the panic attack. So I was just laying on the floor like this, just like crying the whole time, by the way, but just like deep, heavy breathing. He's like, should I take you to the hospital? I'm like, no, please don't. And that's just how I feel every day now. It's the panic attack, but in slow motion. It was really funny. Like it sucked at the time because it made every minute feel like 10 hours, but like in retrospect, it's really fucking funny. Cause like, of course, I of all people am the one who has something stupid like that happen. Where the fuck is our vampire book? Did somebody steal it? Oh, Aaron has it. Well, he's in bed. I need Caleb to read up on vampire shit because I need him to learn how to make drinks. Panic attack, slow motion. Yeah, exactly. It's just like a car accident that never ends. Will you let your husband sleep? Go sit on the couch and read with the lights. You know, I used to discover new plants. Cool. I bet he fucking did. You know what's really funny? He's been a vampire for how long, how many years, in how many weathers on this road and these tires, and he had no vampire skill, like, at all. He's like, yeah, I've been a vampire. I just didn't know anything about them. I didn't even know they were real. I thought maybe they were fake. Fairies aren't real, so what the fuck? And then his husband came up and he's like, hi, I'm only 50% fairy. You want to get married? His wife died and he discovered what another man's penis was like, and he's never been the same since. But you know what? I can sympathize. I too am that wife that died. Someday my husband will find a better husband. My husband will find a better husband. That is a sentence and a half. Caleb, just read up about vampires. Is this all you can learn? Oh, he can't learn no more from this book. I mean, at least his needs are fine. Open. Let's eat like a couple more of these. Get his plasma up because he doesn't like to eat people. It's immoral. Me, 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 me. This is why you're gay, and don't have a lady friend of the night, because he doesn't like to eat people. I had the pause there on purpose, but also because it made it sound really awkward, which makes it really funny to me. I just want things to sound awful. I look awful, and I also must sound awful. I'm like trying not to talk too loud because I really don't want to wake Jared up. I'd feel like shit because he has been sick. It's one of the reasons I didn't. Oh shit! It's Chaz's birthday today. Fuck my life. It's one of the reasons I haven't didn't stream on Monday. Jared was real sick, like really sick. He's doing a lot better, thank God, but yeah, he was not having a good day. He was sick. What's today? Friday already? Yeah. I don't think I streamed on Monday because he was sick, and then I didn't stream like the past couple mornings because he was sick. Yesterday we had the doctor's appointment, so I couldn't stream anyway, but I feel like I should not be awake right now. Dude, same. I'd be just waking up to stream at my 9 a.m. normal time, but like I'm like, I may as well start it at my 7 or my 8 a.m. like I wanted to. I've been wanting to start streaming at 8 a.m. for a while because it's what I used to do years ago, probably in like 2013-ish. Not 2013. Oh my God. 2015, 16. And so I was like, yeah, I'll stream early today. I'm very tired and I don't regret it, but I am struggling, bustling to get through. Don't bite your daughter. He bit his daughter. He bit his daughter. Fix the fridge, you dumb. Oh, Caleb, are you done reading? Maybe now he'll know how to make a pour drink. No. Oh, wait, this isn't a real bar. I just wasted it. Oh, did they work? Yeah, I added more redeems. I want to add more shit, but I'm also like, I need to be careful not to add too many because I'm not sure what there is to really do. So like I've had other people or I've gone to other people's streams and like just like, what do you have and what do you do? And a lot of them are like noises and sounds, and I don't want to like disrupt the stream too much. But that's why I have stickers, because I'm like, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna spend pennies. It's not worth anything. It's just like a barrier to entry, because like one of the things that has happened in the past is certain individuals have made their way into my stream and they have spammed the chat with messages and all kinds of shit like that. And I'm like, it's fine, like whatever. I'm not really that like anal about shit, but I also used to stream a lot of Minecraft, which pulls in a very young demographic, and that's a whole thing on its own. But I kind of like learned from that I'm like, yeah, I don't really care for shit like that, like personally. Like if other people do that in streams, that's fine. I just don't like to make favorite drink, make drink. I don't like to have that stuff, like spamming and noises and stuff. And so that's why I put the stickers there, because like a 14-year-old or a 13-year-old can't come in here and do that. They can spam chat, but I can ban them. But like points redeems and stuff, they still might be able to do that. Like you still have to earn them, obviously, but there's, I don't know, it's a thing. I've had some bad experiences in my time streaming for the last 9 years, and I have learned a thing or two. Mostly that this face is not meant for television. I should have put my hair in a ponytail and I hate it. I got my hair cut last week or the week before, and holy shit, do I feel better. My hair gets really long. Drink. Does this count? Can he? Oh, it does? I know you're shaving off. I'm gonna shave. Just shave your whole head. You can buy plasma packs, but I don't really want to buy a plasma pack. Make drink. Plasma Jane. He got really sick though when I made that salad. More choices. Open. So if we take all of these out, will he just autonomously eat them? No. Eat. Eat. I've done it before. I'm too self-conscious to do that. Like, I'd be like, what if my head is a weird shape? I think everything about me is really weird or like messed up, but I'd be like, I'd find a reason to be upset about something. That's just how dumb wow, she's actually, what the fuck? She's actually taking care of her kid? That's really weird. Normally they don't give a fuck about their kids. I ain't mad about it though. Oh, it's his birthday. We need to cook him a cake. Caleb's not doing anything. Go fix their fridge. You're his grandfather step-law. Yep. He's added to the family by marriage, and he's not the original father, so he's his step grandpa-in-law. Yes. That's actually true, because Caleb is Aaron's husband. Aaron's his grandpa by marriage. Hamburger cake. About myself too. Its hair grows back. Like, how are you gonna know if you don't try it? I used to have bright red hair. I do miss that. I do miss having a crazy hair color, but I'm also like, I know that my husband's family would probably think it's weird, and it would be almost impossible for me to get like a decent job if I did that. Because like I would work in a business setting. They highly frown upon that. Oh my god, everything is falling apart. Just go to bed for like a minute. Wait, is it Tobias's birthday today too? Oh shit, it is. It's not his though. Oh, so the dad and the baby share a birthday. Alright, that works. We'll just age them both up today. So then we'll have a child, a teenager, and then an elder. Chaz needs to shave. I thought I had him shave, and apparently he didn't do it. You're gonna wake your wife up, so go take a shower. This family tree, by the way, is wild. Like, this looks simple enough, but if I click here, We were accidentally homewreckers 2 generations in a row. So Chaz was married and he had the loyal trait. And so I added him to the household by convincing him to move in with us as a friend. And then I controlled him and had him divorce his wife and then marry Jada, who is actually a twin herself. But her dad was Thorin Bailey, and he had a wife who was dead by the time we got to him. And then he died like a couple of days later after, or he died actually the same day that we met him, which was really funny. So then we had to max out our friendship and romance with him, ask him to move in as a ghost, then go use the wishing well as a ghost to bring him back just long enough so that he could get, what's her face pregnant? I honestly don't remember her name. Diana pregnant so that she could have Jada, but she ended up having twins with Damien and Jada. And then when they were adults, I jokingly had them woohoo again, and we ended up having Duke, who's now a teenager. I just want Duke out of the house. I didn't even want the teenagers. Is he hungry? Here, clean. High chair and use mop. Where's the dad? So blow out candles, taste, remove candles, more choices. Help blow out candles. Help Tobias blow out the candles. You come out here and celebrate your son's birthday. Everyone else who's still alive is here at least. What the hell? Help blow out candles. Why are you so reluctant to help your toddler? Sometimes I question if this game even realizes that toddlers exist. Oh, she fell asleep in the chair? There we go. See, once he's a kid, it's a lot less work. Yeah, I know you're sad. He is a goofball, which means we're gonna give him social butterfly trait. And then we're gonna add birthday candles. You fucking... This is why I want Duke out of the house. He does this all the time. So now we have to cook our own birthday cake. You know what? No, it's our birthday. We're not even gonna do that. We're gonna have our wife cook it for us because she's a nice woman. More choices. Order a delivery. Open. Make a wedding cake. Cook a hamburger cake for your husband because he's a nice lady. Bought a huge bag of Halloween candy and have a feeling it's just gonna sit in my room for a month without me touching it. I've been trying to get away from eating snacks. Like, I've been doing this for a long time, like a couple of months, but I've definitely made really good progress on it. And so because I've been doing really well with that, I'm like, all right, I need to start cutting some other shit out too. And it was kind of funny because Jared was going shopping the other day and I was like, hey, don't buy me any frozen pizzas. I don't want them. He's like, what? Why not? And I'm like, well, I need to start eating healthier and they're really calorie intense. And so he's like, oh, okay. I'll just buy you a different brand. I said, no. Don't buy me any at all. He's like, well, why not? And I'm like, because I don't want them. I'm like, they're it's too much. And he's like, oh, well then I'll buy you pot pies instead. I'm like, those also are full of calories. He's like, well, it's not as much. I'm like, I don't buy me pizzas and don't buy a replacement. It's okay. I will figure it out. So he comes home with a bunch of Sour Patch Kids and I'm like, dude, I love you so much. Like so much. But stop buying me food. I'm trying so hard to not, like, I feel bad because he's spending money, so I feel obligated to eat it. If I bought it, I wouldn't feel bad throwing it away. But like, he just keeps buying me shit and I'm like, I need you to stop. I'm gonna get to the point where I'm just gonna stop I'm just gonna let it sit and spoil, and I'm gonna feel like garbage, but I'm like, I need you to listen to me when I tell you to not. Because like I have a bag of Sour Patch Kids now that's gonna sit there for a month because I just don't. I've moved away from eating candy and stuff, especially chocolate. Like I don't know when it was for sure, but I think I was like 16, 17 when I went trick-or-treating for the last, actually I think it was 18 when I went trick-or-treating for the last time. And I had way too much chocolate. Like I didn't throw up, but boy did I fucking get close. And so I just haven't liked chocolate ever since. I like sour stuff, but that's why he buys me the fucking Sour Patch Kids, but are you? I am so tired. I have been awake since 3 a.m. and it's already 8. Technically 3:30. Not by choice, by the way. Like I went to bed at 1:30 and then just woke up 2 hours later and just couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm just like, well, we're gonna stream because we have literally nothing else to do. So I feel fine. I'm just tired. But we have a bunch of shit that we can do in this game today, thankfully. If I can get Duke out of the house, that's really big. I need Duke moved out. And then I think Jada's gonna get old here soon. Yeah, she has 4 days. I think Duke will be aged up by then, won't he? Yeah, Duke has 3 days, Jada has 4. We just had this little kid's birthday. This is gonna be our first generation where the person that moves on isn't a girl. I am tempted to have another child just to spite that though and see if we can get a girl. Oh, I need to change his last name though. He took his dad's last name. We need to keep the family name alive. Jada Dowdy. No. Duke, Caleb Vitor. Jada. Copper. Tobias. Copper. Did you hear about infants on Sims? Yeah, when they had their announcement. At that stupid pointless summit that wasted everyone's time. Yeah, I mean, I have thoughts about them. I think there's two ways to look at the adding infants. It sucks that they are a new life state. Personally speaking, I don't like that because babies are actual useless objects. On the other hand, from a technical standpoint, I'm pretty sure there's a reason why that is. Like, they can't just get rid of it or, like, replace it. And so what I'm thinking happened is they tried and it just completely broke really, really badly. And so then they had to, like, backtrack and we're like, well, we can't fix what's already here, but maybe we can add a new life state. And so that's why infants are going to exist. But if that's the case, why not just delete babies? Like, why not make it in a way where, like, if you can't replace them, just have it that when the baby is born, it looks like the baby, but when you bring it home from the hospital or whatever, it just turns into the infant. Like, in just completely sort of phase out babies altogether, because like people have been shitting on this game that babies suck for a while, and so like why not just two birds with one stone, you know? Like I'm sure there's more than one way to shave this pigeon about getting rid of babies. It just feels like they're taking once again they're taking the worst route. It's like, instead of getting rid of babies and trying to fix reputation, they're just like, yeah, we're not going to touch them. Like, there's things they can do. I'm just upset that you inspired work. Why is Caleb suddenly interested in painting? I'm just upset that we don't have fairies yet. That's what I want. I love having Kathy from The Sims 3. She's insane, and that makes me very happy. Like, here, let me see if I can find screenshots of her. I've talked about her before, but she's so dumb in the best way. Electronic Arts, The Sims 3 screenshots. Like, who doesn't love a neurotic, excitable, unstable, insane fairy named Kathy? Like, like, a story in 2 pictures, making out in a graveyard. Like, it just, there's a lot happening with her, and it makes me so happy. Like, she's fishing in this local swimming pool in a genie costume. Like, there's just Kathy is a trip and a half, and I love her so much, and I want her to be real. Painted a master. Whoa. Oh wait, that's right, he gets extra money out of shit because he has a trait that lets him do that. Newborns are box babies though the first few months, and they crawl for a bit, and then toddlers, but I think your thoughts about them not being able to remove box babies seems likely. 11 out of 10. Baby cat is killing a pair of rolled up socks. I'm gonna fucking kill these. Oh dude, I was talking to Plugs the other day about this. I just think it's so funny when he streams, because he has a little cat named Nug, and she'll sleep under his blankets when he's streaming. Well, she does it all the time anyway, but like, especially when he's streaming, you'll just see this lump in the darkness like emerge, and it's her, and she walks down the length of his bed towards the edge of the bed, and then jumps down and disappears out of frame, and then suddenly all you see is just just the little paw, and it just starts swiping at him until it stabs him. She's a little terror, and she's so cute because she's so tiny. Like, she's just this little tiny thing. Such a lovely fairy. Dude, I love the insanity that is Kathy. Keep imagining. It's probably not anymore. Alright. Sorry, I have like 2 people who are going through some shit right now. Here's how I view myself as a person. I'm the guy that everybody comes to when they have problems, which is I'm not complaining about this part, by the way. I love that people do this, and that's not me being like ironic or anything. Like, I genuinely love to help people, but like, everybody comes to me when they have a problem, and then like, how high are these windows? Hold on. Oh, those are fine. Everybody comes to me when they have issues or a problem, and then like, as soon as they're done having problems or issues, they don't talk to me. that's the part I have a problem with. But right now I have 2 people who are going through some stuff, and I have to like take care of both of them or like help both of them, which is fine. I love being there for people, but it is going to be really funny that like in a week or 2 or even a couple of days when that's all done, because like I'm not saying both of them do it, it's a thing that popped into my head just now because it happened to me like a month ago, where like especially the 2 people right now are not the ones who are going to do this. So if they're watching this, you know who you are, and I will find you, and I will send you money. No, I don't have money to send. People like that suck. It does. It's hard to deal with, because like I like helping people, and so I'm fine with helping them. And again, not the 2 people I'm talking about, or not the people I'm being there for right now, but I've had it before in the past where I've had like a friend who went through like a really terrible breakup, and they were like all distraught, and they were constantly hanging out with me and constantly calling me and blah blah blah, and it was like a whole month or 2 ordeal. The second that they found a replacement boyfriend, we didn't talk for like 6 months, and then they were like, why don't you talk to me anymore? And I'm like, I tried. It's literally your fault. Oh, my neck can't pop. Get it? You want real reciprocity? Exactly. It's like, I'm not really one to have problems, and when I do, they're not really that great. Like, they're usually not that dramatic, or they're really dramatic. And so like, the other day, I called Plugs. This was a couple weeks ago, and like as an example of an issue I had recently, I called Plugs, and I was crying, and he was like, what the fuck is up? And I was like, I had just talked to him about some family stuff that was going on, and like he was genuinely like there for me, you know, and was like, he cared about what problems I was having, and he was actually like being really kind and listening and stuff. And like, I've had people who aren't like that, and that just fucking sucks, you know? Because like, I've had it before in the past when you call somebody and you're like, I went to the store to get vanilla bean ice cream, and all they had was chocolate, and you just like, you're crying about it, and then the person is like, oh yeah, I went to the store this morning and got the last one. I like chocolate though anyway, so like, I don't even know why you're upset about this. Like, I'm obviously being dramatic, but like, for the sake of an example. I like chocolate ice cream anyway. I think you're overreacting to this. Or they'll just be like, oh my god, I had the best vanilla ice cream yesterday. Like, me and my boyfriend like went out together, and he like took me to this really beautiful spot, and he bought me all the ice cream that they even had in the store. Like, they'll completely flip it and start talking about them. And then they'll be like, oh my god, speaking of my boyfriend, by the way, like, by the by, after he took me out to get ice cream, turns out he had been cheating on me the whole time. He was actually eating Neapolitan. What the fuck? Who does he think he is? He took me to get vanilla, and suddenly Neapolitan walks through the door? Who does the fuck she think she is? She's not even that pretty, you know. I heard she had a nose job. I was the surgeon who did the nose job. That's how I know that happened. Also, by the way, I'm a surgeon. No, I didn't go to school for it. No, I didn't do a good job. It wasn't on purpose that it was bad, but like, I'm gonna tell people that so that they don't know I'm a bad surgeon. This is why I love doing improv, by the way. Like, I can go somewhere you know? Like, here, I'm over here now. Oh my God. No, it confuses the fuck out of my family, by the way. Like, they genuinely don't understand it. And I'm like, improv's not even that hard. And they're like, how? And I'm like, you just come up with a story and run with it. And they were like, but how do you do that? And I'm like, what do you mean how? It just happens. You just vomit, but like air. They cannot grasp it. I don't understand it. I don't understand how they don't understand. I don't even think about it. It just happens, like, genuinely. Large surrealism. Do I need to get... All right. Caleb, I love you, like, so much. Like so much. But, like, can you fucking not? Can you please stop stealing? Insufficient funds? How much is this bitch? Oh, it's not that much. We'll do 2891. There we go. There, now they have like a little art studio for couples or something. I don't know. I never learned how to read, but I sure learned how to not write correctly. You know, they used to give me paper because they were like, he doesn't write correctly. So they would give me paper that was like embossed or raised to try to get me to write within the lines, and if anything, it just made it worse. Like it did not help. And so then, adoption notice? I didn't ask. You can sell their canvases once done. Oh yeah, that's how I've been making money. Decorations. I need comfort. And so like, what was I talking about? Paper. It was really funny that they kept doing that. Because then they ended up giving me a test to see. They were like, why is he doing so bad? Like, is he just really fucking stupid? No, I'm just very, very lazy. Like, I'm actually not that bad or not that stupid. Like, I'm not smart. Like, by a long shot. Like, I'm very much not that intelligent. But it is really funny because I just didn't care. And so I wasn't doing good in school until I got to my senior year, and then I actually my freshman year of high school, and then I actually started to care and try. But up until that point, like, I was failing PE even because I was like, I literally don't care. Like, this doesn't mean anything. And it wasn't like some existential nihilism or something. It was just like, it's middle school. This isn't going to follow me through high school. And it didn't. What? That was a delayed notification about the bills being delivered, and it just made that adoption seem really intense. How the fuck does Caleb know how to paint? Jada, what are you doing? What do you go to your own house? You have your own bathroom and bedroom. What the fuck? I'm very restless. My legs are getting very restless. I need to sit up. Is it your birthday? No. Honestly, I don't even know what to do with these people right now. Cause like, I can kind of maybe work with getting their friendships and stuff up, but like, I think their household inventory's busted. Isn't it? Kind of. The birth certificates keep disappearing. Like, I wonder if the tombstones keep breaking too. Like, if I go like this. Yeah, see, look, it's gone. That's so weird. Gravestone. Oh, Sims 4 gravestones vanishing from family inventory. Only tombstones of active civs stay. The rest usually transfer to the mausoleum. If you want, you can check there. Oh shit! Hold on. Someone's at the door, so I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Sorry, we had it was a delivery. I think it might be prescriptions or something. Jared has them delivered here because Walgreens is a pain in the ass to get shit from sometimes. So why does this do this? Sims 4 can't get items from house can't shop. So sorry, can I access? Mods paint shop performance household however can I access family because it's stuck in free build mode. Weird, there's like no reference to anything even close to this. Well, what sucks is that like when somebody dies, their stuff doesn't get put here, it just disappears. And so like the photos are here, which is weird. But nothing else gets moved in here. And I know that when Diana died, she had stuff in her inventory. Sims 4 items on death not going to inventory. Started my game today and Ern is gone. No gravestone. Watch Sims nothing. Go into build mode. Open the type in. Should be a grave on the lot. Most likely inside another grave. I think they mean here if you had different. There was another. If you do cheat, add the dead body ghost to a current living family cheat bar and buy the urn. When you place the urn in the world, you can click on the ghost that is now part of your family and have them click the urn and possess. They will then go into the urn and you can place the urn in your inventory. Put the urn in using cheats. Can't find an urn who died. Kill sim. Die off the lot, there'll be none. Otherwise, check your household inventory. Think it died off the lot. Debug, and also have no relation to CSIM. Commands, maintain sim, revive sim. Weird. Weird, some just disappears. Well, like, even like their inventory is not going in here. But like, these things are. That's why I'm really confused. Got furries and teeny living. I love the tiny living pack. Like I should have a bunch of birth certificates. That I should have 3 birth certificates actually. That's what's confusing. But the teeny living has a lot of stuff that's like really nice for the houses. Plus the lots themselves are a godsend. And then I wish the furry pack was more on sale. I don't want it for the werewolf part because like I don't really care, but I kind of like the items, but I don't feel like it's only 20% off instead of 30, and so I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna worry about that. If it was the full 30% off, I probably would. Because it's just not, it doesn't have anything in it that I'm like overly excited about. Like the Dream Home Decorator, I think that was one of the few that I paid full price for because it was just so good. Oh yeah, she had a bunch of upgrade parts too. He's Doing stuff. He's asleep. You're gonna have to go to school soon. The werewolf pack also does have a lot of body scars that I would like to have, but I just don't feel like paying that much money for it. Because I think it's what, like $16 right now, but everything else is like 14 or something. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, no. If it ever goes on sale in the future. Now, if they added fairies, I would pay full price for that pack. Day one. Cat dog licking sims and furries helps with that. I can see that. They're pretty customizable. Have a sim lick themselves, rage, sleep outside. Like, I will say the clothing is actually pretty nice. Sims for werewolf. Where is the website that shows the build mode items? Oh, here we go. Whoop. So like, not a lot of these items are super usable for me personally. Because I'm past that like rags to riches part where we have like the poor people furniture. So like, not a ton of this is stuff that I can use currently. I do love this. I do like this bed. I like the fan. I love the little light and these little decorative items in the mirror and stuff. But a lot of the actual furniture isn't really anything I can utilize right now. The Cass, I do like the mullet. And I do like the grungy sort of punk rock or whatever you want to say, like relaxed outfits, but the scars are also another huge benefit to me because I would love to be able to use these. Sorry, I'm yawning. Or like the shoes, like these shoes are nice, the nails are nice. It's got a lot of parts that I enjoy, but its main selling point just isn't something I'm that into. But to be fair, I wasn't in the Sims 3 either. Been using save one up for doing sale. I usually get a few packs at once. I used to do that thing on Origin where you could get will you two shit fucks go to school? Go to school. Go to school. I didn't like them in The Sims 3 either because I just didn't think they were interesting. And in The Sims 4, it's not that they're not interesting. It's just that like spellcasters and vampires, to me, have more to do. But I think that's just because that pack isn't designed for me. Study hard. Study hard. Because like vampires are fun. Vampires are a lot of fun. And I think fairies would be a lot of fun for me. But I could see how other people might really like the werewolves pack, which is why I'm not going to pay full price for it. But I see how other people would. All the bundles first start 2021 over time. So Origin had this thing, and I don't know if it exists anymore because I know Origin's going away, where you could get an expansion, a stuff pack, and a game pack all for like $60, which isn't like a huge discount, but this was before Steam really was a thing with The Sims 4. Like, it's always kind of been a thing, but this allowed me to get any pack at any time, really. Because how much of a discount was that? So 40 plus 20 plus 10. Actually, no, maybe it was $50 because that'd be a $20 off. You basically get one of the packs for free. It's not great, but better than each. Yeah, so it was like a small discount, but now you can get like on Steam, you can get stuff for like 50% off. Like Cottage Living, I think is a good one that people might like. Obviously, Cats and Dogs, Seasons, City Living, and Get Together are like required. Cats, Dogs, Seasons, City Living, and Get Together. Yeah. Those to me are the like big heavy hitting expansions. Get to Work is definitely up there. Eco Lifestyle is definitely up there. Cottage Living is up there. I wouldn't say Snowy Escape or Get Famous or Discover University or Island Living are the greatest. Or the High School Pack. The High School Pack has a lot of really nice items, but if you're looking for gameplay, Outdoor Retreat is fun in theory. I just don't use it that often. Strangerville has some of the best items in the game for Victorian houses, so personally I love that pack. The gameplay's whatever, but the build items are nice. Dream Home Decorator has the best items in the game. Parenthood, I could live without. Spa Day has a couple of nice items, but I could also live without it. Journey to Batu doesn't exist. Jungle Adventures has a pretty world and fun gameplay, but it's a one and done. Dine Out, I think, is one of their better packs because I refuse to pay the price for broken trash. Maybe once fixed and consider a sale. Yeah, that's the problem, is that like it is pretty broken. It's not as broken as some of the other packs. I went to school with the kids and it just wasn't great. It wasn't boring, but it also just wasn't as intuitive as I would have liked. It's in this weird middle ground where I just don't care to fuck around and find out. But the wedding stories, we tried to do a wedding the other day on stream and it didn't work like at all. Like, let me check my screenshots here. We had Thoron, and Diana get married, and I don't know if I did it wrong or if the game freaked out or what, but basically we had the wedding and nobody showed up, and so we just got married by ourselves. Like, there wasn't even an officiant or anything. And I just haven't cared to try since. I probably should. Oh, see, Diana had her bouquet. That would have been so nice to have. This is why I'm confused where all these items are going. See, he has a bunch of stuff and she has a bunch of stuff. Where the fuck did you get Where did you get that from? High School broke the game, even base game, Peoples Plus packs. Shit was incest central. Yeah, wasn't that something that they only just recently were able to fix too? Was the falling in love with your siblings because you went to prom or something? I do know that around High School Pack is when the age bug happened, but a lot of people are thinking that it wasn't necessarily because of the High School Pack, but that would have been around the time that they potentially started working on infants. And so that it was just bad timing. Like, they adjusted the ages for the High School Pack to begin with, but on top of that, they were also probably starting the development of infants around, and so it all just sort of broke. I think that now too. Adult parents and uncles. Listen, just because that happened to my family in real life, I don't need that happening in The Sims. True story, by the way. He's in prison for 40 years, which is not long enough. It was a whole fucked up situation, let me tell you. It was embarrassing. The scandal. Heard you became friends with Chaz Dowdy. He's pretty cool. Did my grandson just tell? Okay. What? Oh yeah, my family is for living in the Midwest. We sure are the South of the North. Like, it's a mess. Long story longest. My uncle slept with his niece, my cousin, and did it for a couple of years from the time she was like 14 to like 16 or something in my grandparents' house, because they lived with my grandparents while her mom was off in the military. And he was in the military too, by the way. So just, yeah. And The only reason anybody found out that wasn't my grandparents, because my grandparents turned a blind eye to it, was because he went to go get married and she got jealous that it wasn't her. And so she came forward when she was like 18 and was like, by the way, this happened. And so because of that, there was a whole trial. The only one that they were able to prove was her because of her testimony and everyone else's testimony. But my father is one of 6 kids. So we have a relatively big family on that side. And each kid had at least 2 kids. Most of them had 3 or more. A lot of them had like 4 or 5. My dad, for example, had 3 of his own, 2 that he adopted, for a total of 5. But a lot of the ones that are his nieces, or a lot of the ones that are my cousins, are girls. And rumor mill had it, and looking back, everybody sort of like retroactively was like, oh shit, maybe this is true. But the only one that was confirmed was the one that he was convicted for, but it was believed that it could have happened with others, but like not consensually, which, by the way, doesn't matter if it was consensual. She was half of his age on top of also being underage. Like, that's so and his own fucking niece. So yeah, that was a whole mess. But it just wasn't great. People thought it might even be his own daughter that it was that it happened to, like, not by choice, unfortunately. But it was a whole mess. And then it went to court, and then my grandparents were like, yeah, I hope you're happy for what you did to him. Like, they said that to her when he got thrown in jail, and then he's been trying to get out of it. And he's like, well, I could never do that because, well, she's not white. Her dad was a person of color. My aunt is obviously white bread white. And so he was like, I would never have touched her because she wasn't white. It's not true. Like, we all know that's not true. Like, he very clearly did stuff with her, but like, are you really going to go for that angle out of that's going to be what you're going to try to get an appeal on? He did it like 6 times. I feel like it was probably less than that. But yeah, no, he tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. And then they finally were like, dude, fucking stop. Weird racism. I mean, it's the Midwest. Like, I would have been more surprised had he not said something racist. Although, wasn't it like every time Pornhub publishes their shit, though? Yeah. Wasn't it something like every time Pornhub posts their oh god, what is it? Their statistics and analytics. It's like the really conservative states are the ones that are always looking up stuff like incest and like interracial stuff. Like it's like so very obvious projection on their part. They're like, I would never sleep with a person of color. Goes home, immediately looks up like trans porn of person of color, like just whipping like an old white guy on a leash. Like, they just need like the nastiest thing that they can find in their eyes, because they're like, yeah, this is making someone disappointed about me or something. Like, it's so fucked up. It's projection. Look. They may not be the brightest, but do they project more than a movie theater? The answer is yes. The joke was terrible, and I'm not proud of it, but I'm also like kind of proud of it. Aaron, you need to take care of yourself. The fuck? Why are you upset? Guilty drinker. Did you just bite someone again? It's his birthday. Is it his birthday too? Yes. Exactly. No, it's not his birthday. Is it her birthday? No, it's just one person's birthday. This means he gets kicked out of the house. His birthday's in 2 days? Wait, didn't I just get a notification it was his birthday like today? It's almost. Oh, well, that's not right. I wanted it to be his birthday. I feel it fucks family too. Dude, my family's messed up. So obviously because of all that, my family doesn't talk to each other on that side because everybody imploded. Like everybody blamed each other. It was this whole problem where, well, why didn't you say this? Why didn't you notice it sooner? Whatever. Dude, turn off. You need to leave your dead grandma's room alone. Everybody blamed each other, so then there was like these huge fights and whatever. So then because of all of that, like they don't talk to each other. And by the way, this happened when I was still in high school, so this was like a while ago. I didn't really get to see my dad's side of the family until after I had turned like 13, 14 years old, so I didn't have like Christmases and stuff with them. And then for like 2 or 3 years we had Christmases with them, and then that happened. And so now that whole family's basically dead to me. Like not like I obviously don't want to like interact with them, but I'm not like the type of spiteful person who's like, they're dead to me, I'll never talk to you again because you're a piece of garbage. Like my version of never talking to somebody is just being indifferent, because I feel like that's worse than actively hating them. And so drag queen quote or something, I don't know. So like I just don't care about that side of the family, and they're dead to me in the sense that like I will never see them again, I will never talk to them again, I will never interact with them again, we're never gonna have parties. Like they're more or less dead. And then it's kind of the same on my mom's side. It's like this whole thing, but like my mom's side, ever since I was like probably around the same time actually, that not that things fell apart on my dad's side, but around the time that I started seeing stuff on my dad's side, my mom's side fell apart for different reasons. Like her and her sister just didn't get along for honestly no good reason. Like just no good reason. And so we stopped having Christmases on that side. And so holidays just haven't been a thing for me for years. Until I got with Jared, and now they are, because we have his family to go visit and hang out with and stuff for holidays, which is nice. I have a really bad hang. No, hold on 1 second. Oh shit. I have returned. Present has happened to me itself. We have like this really nice thing that we do where on Christmas Eve we go to Jared's family's house. Is he cooking? Eat cheese. Eat cheese and crackers. We do this nice thing where we go to Jared's family's house on Christmas Eve, and then we spend like 2 days there with his family, like Christmas Eve, and then spend one night Christmas Day, and then leave like Christmas afternoon to go home to our place. And then usually we just try to find a time to go see my family. Ever since the pandemic, obviously things have been harder. My family's pretty well, they voted for somebody who is not a great person. And so it just was socially hard to be around my family because of how political everything got, and I just didn't want to deal. And so his family's really nice. Yeah, like his family is actually really, really kind, and we love seeing them and spending time with them and stuff. My family is a whole other story. It's kind of it's a chore to go see them, unfortunately. And it was funny because I told Jared, I'm like, by the way, you know, my sister's birthday's coming up. We have to go. She's turning 30. I know you've been sick. If you don't want to go, you can stay home. And he's like, well, yeah. He's like, no. I'll go with, because we go to my family stuff all the time. And I said, yeah, but we like your family. People vote for your destruction. Yeah, it's kind of funny because my family, like not my sister, she's actually very progressive, but my family, like my mom and brother and everybody over in that area, because my sister lives in a different city than I do, but she's like super progressive. When we go see my close family or whatever, my mom's side of the family, everyone's pretty red, cough cough, and so but they'll be like, well, we don't mind the gays TM, and then they'll like actively vote for people who are like, we should kill these fucking homos. Like, it's like, cool, like even if you genuinely mean that you support gay people and stuff, you can't go out there and vote for somebody who doesn't. I would literally rather you just not vote at all. Which I'm not saying people shouldn't, but like, if you care about people, you vote for the person who isn't trying to commit murder. That's all I'm saying. And so that's why, like, we tolerate my family in a big way, and my family just doesn't understand it. Like, they don't see the problem, which is rough. It doesn't bother me. It's just, it's work. It's so much work. That's the actual problem. I'm not upset by what happens. I would rather just literally not. That's all. Not mad at you. I'm mad at the dirt. I just don't want to deal with it. Like, when I could stay home and just be happy, why would I go somewhere and just get a headache? Why would I give myself a headache when I don't need to? Cooking channel. That's all. I'm not upset by it. I'm not mad. I'm just like, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, and oh wow, you guys have a new family who moved in town and they're not white? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, and their last name sounds white too? Wow. You guys really are having some interesting stuff happen over here. True story, by the way. That actually happened to me once. That's the type of town that they live in. It's small enough that when somebody moves in, it's a big deal, especially when they're you know, it's a thing. It's gross is what it is, but it's a thing. Or I'll just be sitting there and they'll be like, Biden's a pedophile, and I'll be like, yeah, he is. And they're like, yeah, he touches children. And I'm like, uh-huh. And where'd you hear that from? Well, I saw it on Facebook. Oh, wow, really? That's crazy. Who posted that on Facebook? Well, a friend of mine. Oh, and where'd they find that information? Well, they're an insider and they know things. And I'm like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? What the fuck? So is Trump. Well, that's the thing that I don't understand. I'm like, listen, here's the deal. I'm not saying that I like who's in charge, because they're all old white men. I would literally rather an old white woman than an old white man, just because it's different. Just because it's different. Now, if something happened to Biden, like sudden stroke, in the current vice president was the president, I would love that. One, because cool mom, but two, because it would be really, really funny to see the reactions of people. I live for other people's suffering when they're an asshole. Means they talk to the government. yeah, literally. Or like, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but there was this whole thing where my mom was like, yeah, because like I told her, I'm like, Mom, grandma needs to get the flu or the COVID vaccine, and she's like, no, she doesn't. I'm like, no, she does. She's old and she's a risk. She has problems. She has health issues. Like, if anybody needs to get it, she does. And she's like, no, she'll be fine. She's not even around people. And I'm like, yes, but you guys are, and you're the ones who take care of her. And you need to go you need to get her. You get her the flu vaccine. You need to get her the COVID one as well. Like, it's just common sense that if she goes in, she'll get both. They're free. It's not going to cause any problems. She's like, no. And I'm like, why? And she's like, because, I have a friend who's a nurse and she says it's not safe. And I'm like, yeah. And where'd she hear that? And she's like, well, she got told from a doctor who was told from another nurse who got told by their cousin who was actually told from a doctor nurse cousin who was actually told from her mother who has been dead for 10 years. Plus, she saw it on Facebook, but also, like, it's this super, super, super convoluted thing. And I'm just like, and what's not safe about it? And she's like, it's just not. And I'm just like, if you had just, I don't even want to, I don't even want to fight. That's the thing. Like, it's just, it gets into like a thing and I just don't want to deal with it. Cause I'm like, everybody has their own opinions, I guess, but like, here's the problem. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences, because freedom of speech only refers to the government. If you go up to somebody and you tell them you're an ugly pile of garbage, legally they can't slap you, but morally they probably should be able to. Like, you can't hit someone because you can get in trouble for assault, but like, I'm not saying you deserved it, but also you deserved it to get slapped. Consequences happen, man. Or like those people who are like, I'm not gonna wear a mask, and the business is like, you can't come in without one, and they're like, you're infringing on my rights. Which fucking one? If you don't wear a shirt, they can tell you not to come in as well. It's their decision to not let you in. Why are you mad? Like, that's the part that I never understood about that whole debacle, is like, they set a rule, you don't like that rule, go somewhere else. Well, I like to go here. Okay, then just put a piece of cloth on your face. That's all they're asking you to do. Well, I can't breathe. Listen, I don't know if it's me or if it's you, but maybe it's also the 300 pounds that you tacked on since you were 20 that's causing the breathing problems, not this piece of cloth here. Free speech is how they suck. Yeah, literally. Like, if I remember correctly, you can flip off a cop, but like, you're still gonna get arrested because the cops aren't the government. Government came and took my baby. Like, or like the defund the police thing. They were like, well, who's gonna protect you from the government? Who's gonna protect you from the violent and dangerous criminals? Dude, literally, the lady who is the violent and dangerous criminal is the one who's going to church on Sundays and telling her son that he's gonna burn in hell because he likes a dude. That's the lady that's a dangerous that's a danger. Not somebody who's stealing formula from Walmart because she needs to feed her baby. Wake up his beliefs too. I don't even know if we use stuff from Nestle. If we do, it's unknowing. Because Nestle is a shit company. Yeah. If anything, cops are actually also a danger. Cops are also a problem. But they're like, they didn't understand why people would want to defund the police. And they're like, well, you can't take away all their money. Listen, Linda, I don't think a cop needs a fucking Hummer to arrest somebody. I also don't think he needs tactical gear. The dude weighs 450 pounds and gets winded when he reaches for a bag of Cheetos. He shouldn't even be here. Like, if anything, if you're going to spend all that money on cops, at least put it towards training and, I don't know, maybe some liposuction. Bitches can't be 500 pounds. I could just look at him and outrun him. And I mean like looking at him would be the outrunning. Like, he couldn't turn his head fast enough for me to look over to the left. I've seen some fat cops, let me tell you. And I don't get it. Or a friend. Or like, my dad does this thing and I think it's absolutely hilarious. Like, it's psychotic, but it's also funny. He's like, they want to take away our guns. And I'm like, okay. Tell me why that's a problem. And he's like, well, what am I gonna use to defend myself? And I'm like, who are you defending yourself from? He's like, the government. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, what if they want to come and take my guns? How am I gonna keep my guns if they take them away? And I'm like, okay, Rambo, what's your plan? Well, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna hold out and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna set all these traps. And I'm like, dude, they could literally just like shoot a missile at you and not even flinch. You are literally less than a drop of drop of water in a bucket to them. You can't even blow wind enough for them to notice you. Like, they literally couldn't care less about you as a person. Do you really think that they're gonna try that hard to get your guns when they can just throw something and call it a day? I don't understand this like severe hatred for the, like, okay, listen, here. Let me rephrase that. I don't understand this hatred for the government combined with the thought process that they solo are gonna do something about it. Because like, I can understand being like, the government's a piece of shit. Yeah, cool, fine, that's whatever. The laws that they make do suck because like, they're not protecting the people they should. Fair. Well, no, they're letting in all these immigrants and blah 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 blah. Immigrants are taking our jobs. Do you know what you do for a job? I'm not saying my mom doesn't do this. She's kind of done it before in the past, but she's like, they're coming into this country and taking our jobs. You're literally a pizza delivery person who delivers pizzas for like 4 hours a week. I don't think they want your job. Or like, my dad's like a construction worker and he's like, they're coming and stealing our jobs. And I'm like, you complain about having not enough construction workers, but then when there's more people to fill jobs, especially more labor intensive jobs, just statistically speaking, you're mad about it? Don't want to qualify it. Anyway, like, if it's a problem that they're coming here, but you're also mad that we don't have enough people to fill jobs, wouldn't that be this? They want a better life and we want more people to fill jobs. I'm not good at math, but I feel like 1 + 1 = smiley face. Didn't want to. Well, like, I'm just confused. Here's the thing though. There's no logic to it. That's the problem. There is no logic. They just get upset because they need to be upset about something that isn't themselves. If you don't want to be a cabbie, they can't steal it. If you don't have their degree, they can't steal it. Well, like, it's not even stealing though, too. Like, here's the part I also find really fun. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No, that's your grandson-in-law. Well, this wouldn't be the first time that hot DILF sucks off grandson-in-law in hallway while husband watches television unknowingly in the next room. I feel like it is, but like, I think more than anything, I hope that that's never been done before, but I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, and he's down. Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to pass out. Here's how I see this whole situation of like stealing jobs. If you both apply for a job and they get the job, you weren't good enough. That's the end of the story. They were better qualified than you in some capacity. Either they decided to take on the job for a lower salary, they had more experience, whatever the case, maybe both. But either way, I feel like the only reason you're mad is because you got outbidded or whatever. You didn't get a job that someone else got, and you're just mad about it because you technically lost to somebody who you see as less, when in reality, you're less. They're not less than you. If anything, you're less than them for your views of that. Like, you're a lesser person because you are so shitty. If you were compassionate and caring, you can join the rest of us. But like, if you go and sit there and be pissy and upsetty spaghetti all day, okay, cool, we don't need you. I don't get it though. No, my dad still thinks being gay is a choice. And he thinks I'm gay, by the way. Like, my dad still thinks I'm gay, but he also thinks it's a choice. And I'm like, you're wrong twice. I'm not even gay. My husband is. At least get that part correct. If you want to sit there and if you want to sit there and think it's a choice, obviously I can't stop you. I've tried for 20 years. It's not worked. I don't think it ever will. But can you at least get it correct that I'm not the gay person in this relationship, even though I am the wife? If it was a choice, I wouldn't be attracted to cis hetero men. Listen, here's how I see this whole situation. And this is where I don't think that they think about it either. If it's a choice, why would I choose a much more difficult life path? Why would I choose to have feelings for people who will literally never have them back for me and feel that deep, like, sinking, like that deep sinking, all encasing, like, death grip on your chest, like, love for a person who will never love you back. One of the worst things that a person can go through emotionally as a teenager is having very deep, real feelings for another person who will not feel that way about you. And it has happened way too many times. Nobody would do that to themselves. No, that's the thing. I would never have chosen to have feelings for people who didn't care about me. Maya's Misty? I don't know who the fuck Misty is. Like, when you're a dude and you make friends with another dude and you guys get close and you suddenly think about spending time with this person and not in the like, I'm gonna touch his dick, but like, I just want to lay down on the grass and look at the sky with this person. Like, when you have like real romantic feelings for somebody and they will never feel that way about you, why would I choose to feel that way? Why would I choose to torture myself like that? Yes, Caleb wants to sell this. It's just a gay art gallery down here at this point, honestly. Oh, I hate that. Stop with the paint from reference. Romantic. Exactly. Or like people who are like hand holding cutesy stuff. Oh my god, we're holding hands. That's my penis. Yeah, hands. Just squeezing the whole time. There we go. Sorry. Like, it's holding hands too. I thought it said fist. The interlocked fist. It's hand holding too, and it's just inside. And gross. Don't catch feelings for a person that will never feel back. Is the moral of the story. But here's the thing. You don't get that choice. You didn't choose that. Honestly, I do always question if that's like, maybe that's what happened to them. Maybe they saw a really attractive guy one time and they were like, I love her. And then the guy was like, that's gay? And then they were like, yeah, kidding, pew, bisexual finger guns. And then they like got deeply hurt and scarred by it. And then that was like, never again. I'll never love again. Ooh. And so now they're all like, gay people are bad. God said no. Girl, that book is not even real. You know what book is real? Jared's book. Because he wrote it. I don't understand how people get so invested in the Bible. Like, obviously, again, religion is religion. People do what they want. Pushing religion on others is a problem. But, like, here's how I view things. I have very conflicting thoughts with my own views. And I get that. And it's... Why do I keep doing this stupid fuck? I'm gonna be with them. I don't want to be with you. I want a man. I want to be the wife. Here's how I view things. I'm a very scientific person. I love science. I love math. I love statistics, etc., etc. English is a thing, but so here's how I view this. Obviously, scientifically speaking, I know that an event happened to create the universe. The theory is the Big Bang. I don't recall if it's still a theory or if it's been proven or not. I think it's still a theory. So, but there is at some time, has been, was done, been, done, have been, a situation that the universe just started to exist at some time. Then, through the process of time, change, evolution, things evolved to be what they are today. We know that evolution is real just based solely on the fact that technology has evolved. Evolution exists in many different forms. If you don't want to sit there and say that biology isn't real, that's fine. Whatever. It's your own personal view. Just don't spout it to others, I guess. But I do also believe that a being who I would just for the sake of convenience say God created stuff, the universe, whatever. Let's, I don't know how those two teams tie together. I really don't. And I don't want to think about it. What I don't believe is the Bible. I don't believe anything in there. Not a goddamn thing. Nothing. Not a single page. To me, the Bible is a storybook written by a bunch of people who have no real affiliation with anything other than what they want to put in their own views. It could literally be a book of nursery rhymes that people have been killing each other over for thousands of years, and that's how I view that. And I'm not saying that other people are wrong for putting faith into it. I think they're only wrong when they try to chastise other people and start hurting other people. You can have views and opinions. Opinions are fine. Everybody has them. The problem is not all opinions are correct. And I don't mean that in terms of facts. I mean that in terms of not all opinions are correct, because not all opinions are equal. And if your opinion hurts somebody, then it's not okay. And it's not that hard to figure out. Believe peacefully. Yeah. I do think it's funny, though, that a lot of religions are basically the same thing, and people are like, no, they're different. No, they're not. They're not. How much is this worth? Only... Dude, where is this money coming from? It's not going anywhere. Your painting stuck. Angry painting. I'm mad at you. My mom likes to think that All-Nighter boosts energy and hosts marathon charity streams, establish increase earnings on crafted art. Yes, give me more money. My mom is one of those people who's like, well, I believe in the Bible, and it does say this in the Bible, and blah, 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 blah. Here's one of the worst things that's ever been said to me, and I still, to this day, don't think my mom really grasps what she said. It doesn't bother me anymore, but obviously it did at the time. Everyone hates Jews, Muslims, Christians, has to argue, but they're all the same. They are. My mom, when I was 14 years old, I had a friend who was also 14 pass away, unfortunately, due to personal reasons, at her own accord. She made a choice, and it unfortunately was to no longer be alive. It was rough. She was one of my best friends, and I had to live with this. It fucks you up. I will say that. The thing is, she told me, like, on the day of her funeral, she goes, I really hope that she's truly in a better place, because the Bible does say that this is a sin, and if you do it, you go to hell forever. Who does that? Like, there is a time and a place to say things. There's never a time and a place to say that. Especially in that context. And, like, it bothered me at the time, not because I believed it, but because I'm like, I was offended that she even said it. I wasn't offended that it was real or whatever. I was offended that she said it at all. And she kept saying it for years. And it sat with me for a while where I was just like, why? Like, why would you say that to your child who just lost one of his best friends? Like, it's, what the fuck? Like, the lack of self-awareness is astonishing. But that's just how some of those people are. And then now she's trying to make up for this. She's like, oh, well, I may have said some things in the past that I regret now, and I didn't mean them, and I was in a different place, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, cool, that's fine. Everybody evolves. Everybody grows. I've said some terrible things in my time. I've done some terrible things in my time. One of the terriblest things I've ever done was be born. And I've been trying to repent for it every day. The problem is another thing that she said to me one time when we were grocery shopping and I was 10 or less. I forget how old I was, but she and I were grocery shopping and these two dudes walked by and they were holding hands. And she goes, "Oh, that's just terrible," or something. And I said, "What?" Because I didn't even notice. And she's like, "Well, it's just those two are going to burn in hell forever." And I said, "What?" And she's like, "Well, because they're gay." And I said, "What?" Like, it was another one of those, like, I didn't believe what she said. I was just confused why she said it. And I was offended that she said it. Because, like, why would you? If that's what you think, don't fucking... Dude, go bite a razor blade and shut the fuck up. Like, what the hell? Like, you don't need to say these things. Again, the lack of self-awareness. And then, obviously, that did some weird shit to my head. Because I was just like, what the fuck? Like, again, I've never resented myself for liking men and women. Ever. It confused me for a while, obviously, because I was like, there's definitely a time in my life where I'm like, am I gay? Am I straight? Am I pansexual? Am I asexual? And I'm just like overcorrecting. Am I cis? Am I trans? What am I? You know, like, you obviously have to go through the process of figuring things out. If I was a lesser person, I would have been really, or not lesser person. If I was a less stable person, I fucking forgot the word. My God. If I was less, like, mentally sound, or like, if I didn't know better, if I was less mature at that time, I probably could have taken that in a really wrong way. In your head, especially if it's trash. Yeah, like, it's okay to just shut the fuck up. Unless it's me, because I get to do whatever I want. No, I'm kidding. But, like, I don't understand some of the things that she said in the past. And then, like, she says that she's different and she thinks differently, and she's like, well, I love gay people and all this stuff. Listen, Linda, I'm not the one who sits there and talks about being gay all the time. You're the one who has to bring it up every time we see you. If it's not a problem, it shouldn't be up for discussion constantly. Oh, sorry. I don't sit there and be like, oh yeah, you straight people. Like, it's different to say something about, oh yeah, me and my husband, versus I am in a gay relationship, if that makes sense. It's one thing to talk about your relationship. It's another thing to point out that it's a gay relationship. Why is he so upset? Oh, that's right. He got bit. Go take, like, a bath. Take a bubble bath. Because, like, obviously my mom's not going to sit there and... What the fuck? My mom's not going to sit there and talk and brag about how she's in a straight relationship and all that stuff. I'm not going to sit there and brag about being in a gay relationship, but I will brag about being in a relationship. I don't understand the thought process that happens a lot of the time. And I don't think there is one, is the problem. They severely lack self-awareness, and they think that their way is exclusively the only way and the best. Should make her uncomfy. Her and my brother both have had this problem where because we don't live there anymore, there is this thought that we are uppity. There we go. There's the word I'm trying to think of. That we're full of ourselves, or that we're very we think we know better and all that stuff. And it's like, we don't know better in the sense that like, oh, I'm better than you. It's like, we have better experiences than you. We have more shit that has happened because we live in a city. And it's like, people who live in cities aren't better than people who live in the country. People who live in the city have seen more shit than people who live in the country. They've been around more people. They're probably have when you gotta pay half of your income to rent, you're gonna change how you think about the tax system. That's what I'm trying to get at. People who live in the country don't have the type of expenses that people who live in the city are. You're gonna be around more people who think more better, but not for geography. Exactly. It's not about like, it's not because of where I live. I think it might also be a personality type of like, people who live in cities are probably the type of people who send alone. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. But my brother and my sister have gotten in fights about it a lot. And my dad has too. My dad, he's like, I just don't understand how you can live in a city. And I'm like, it's not that hard. It's actually quite enjoyable. I can't stand living in the country. But honestly, if I had to be completely upfront, it's not that I don't like living in the country. I don't like not having good internet. If I lived in the country and I had like gig internet for like $60 like I can get here, we don't have that where I live because the building's too old, but I did have it at my last two apartments ago. I would live on a farm and I would not even think twice about it. But like, that's almost impossible to come by unless you yourself are the one who invests the money into the infrastructure. Add birthday candles. I just don't understand how save for a farm for your husband. Yeah, he wants to live in a farm. He loves living in the city, but he also wants the peace and quiet in the middle of nowhere-ness. But it's like millions of dollars to get internet out to like decent places is the problem. I'm the type of person who thinks that education should be free. All education should be free. I think all health-related things should be free. Eye doctors, dentists, surgeries that are not cosmetic. And when I say not cosmetic, Botox you should have to pay for. Facelifts and nose jobs that are not because of an accident. If you just want to look younger, that needs to come out of your pocket. If you were in a car accident and they need to reattach your nose, that should be free. That's how I see that stuff. I think there should be universal income. How do you fix a homeless problem? You give everybody a universal basic income. Well, that doesn't fix homeless problems. Not overnight, but it gives them a way to at least start a foundation. Well, they're just going to use that money for drugs, which is why we have free healthcare to help with rehab facilities now, don't we? Wow, crazy. It's like they all go hand in hand. Who would have fucking thought? By the by, drugs aren't illegal anyway. If I had my way, obviously. It takes the fun out of it. If you could sit there and legally snort coke off of a clown's boner, do you really think it's going to be that much fun anymore? Non-medical Botox. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if it's not a cosmetic thing that isn't due to some sort of a if it doesn't have a purpose outside of you just want to look better. Why is he mean evil though? Why is he evil though? Clubbing as an adult was shit versus a teen. Diana has sent Duke a gift. Diana, my old mom. Like, sorry, my brain's like distracted by like 10 different things. My dad doesn't think that medical stuff should be free. And he doesn't think that school should be free. And I said, why? He's like, well, you should have to pay to further your education. And I said, so, because he had to pay for my stepmom. I said, oh, okay. So, can we, oh, I guess he's just stuck with it. Is that okay? So what you're telling me is this not his computer? Computer security. Oh, unlock. University. Apply. So he basically, he paid in full for my stepmom to go to college as a nurse, which is expensive. And so he was like, I was like, so you think that it's justified that you had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for her to become a nurse? And he said, yes. I said, why? He's like, well, because she really wanted to do that or something. Like he just couldn't come up with a reason, like a good reason. And so I was like, I was just confused. And I said, all right, then explain to me why medical stuff shouldn't be free. And he's like, well, because then people would just go to the hospital and waste the resources. They already do that. Like, I shit you not. This one time that Jared, we thought he was having a heart attack, but we don't know what it was. He just had some sort of a weird heart thing. This was years ago, by the way, before we were even married. This lady was in there because her ankle felt weird. That's all. She was in the ER because her ankle felt weird. And you know why she was in there? Because her ankle felt weird. Because she was old enough to be on Medicare and Medicaid, which means she didn't really have to pay anything, and she had free healthcare, so she could just go in because it felt funny. You know what we had to pay out of pocket? That whole fucking ER visit. Study hard. I'm not saying it's just, what is this Amish beard? I'm not saying it was justified or like it wouldn't happen more because it already happens is what I'm trying to get at. Doesn't happen more despite the free art care in Mozzie, and it's not perfect here, but free healthcare or cheap and free education for certain degrees are good. Here it sucks can't get free healthcare. Like so for example, right now, I have a health issue that will never go away until I get it fixed. I don't have a job, so I can't afford to go get this thing taken care of, even though it could potentially kill me. I just have to deal with it until I get a job. But ironically, the thing that is preventing me from getting a typical job is my health problem. but I'm not disabled enough to quantify for assistance. So I just have to exist in a weird state until I either just get a job or I'm lucky enough to find one that'll take me. Like, there's no winning in this situation, and that's what's like really shitty, but like literally nothing can be done. Or die, yeah. And like we don't have at least I don't have any bring Tobias here. I don't have any life insurance as far as I'm aware. Because we just have medical insurance and dental and vision. But like I personally don't have any life insurance that I'm aware of. And so if I die, well, she gone. Mental health here sucks. That's another thing too, is that like here in America, mental health is like the last fucking thing. Business, trendy, social bunny, entertainment, shopping, buy a lottery ticket. I want everybody to buy a lottery ticket. We're gonna shoot for the stars. Buy a lottery ticket. All right, last one. He's so evil. Lottery ticket. I just want to see what would happen. You can afford it. I'm disabled enough for, and it's not enough for disability payments, but I gotta look for work between more red cards. Certs. So here's the problem is that like I need to get a job before the end of November. Unless I'm really, really lucky with how I can swing my money for the next month. Worst case scenario, I have to get one before the like second week in December, because I need at least enough money to pay for rent in January, as well as car payments and insurance and all that stuff. I wish everywhere had a UBI. Oh yeah. Even if it was like $1,000, I would easily be able to stretch that for a month, and I would do this. We just can't afford that. Jared doesn't make enough money, and I would hate to be the type of person to force him to pay for everything. Like, that would be so shitty of me, and I'm never gonna do it. And so like I can either go to the doctor and try to rush to get my stuff fixed, like my face, which I don't think will happen because they're going to try to stretch it out as much as they can, which is what sucks, because the doctor is taking forever to get everything resolved, and the doctors are really, really busy right now for some fucking reason, which doesn't make any sense to me, but they just are. And so I can't really do anything. Do homework. Is it your birthday yet? No. Is it her birthday yet? Soon. And he's gonna die relatively soon. Sorry, I'm just like overwhelmed. There's a lot happening in the game. So like, if I try to go get my stuff fixed, which is causing my health issues, I probably won't be able to get it done until next year. And by then, our deductibles reset. So I kind of have to just suffer for at least a couple of months. And then I have to stretch out as long as I can before I get the surgery anyway next year, because I need to make sure I have enough money saved up to have the surgery. But on top of that, I don't want to go to a job for 2 months and be like, hey, by the way, I need to take a week off or 2 weeks off because I needed to go have surgery. Did he dance skill acquired? Did you check your application status? I thought I told him to, and I didn't see a notification about it. Am I dumb? There's not... What the fuck? Play game... Sure. Do something to calm down. I don't fucking know. He's over here doing weird shit. Sorry. I'm just like... I can feel my body start to... I can feel my body crashing a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, I'm fine. But I can feel it start to... Just a little. It's BS. It really is. And with the way things are going, working from home is almost impossible right now. And so I'm going to have to find a job where I have to go in person. And that's going to kill me. Like, I was talking to my friend about this the other day, and I said... I really hate this, but I'm really, really worried that I have to quit streaming soon. Like, when I get a job, because I can't do both. I can't go to a job and stream at the same time. And I don't mean like physically. I just mean like in terms of energy and time and mental capacity and everything, I won't be able to do both. And I want this more than I want a job, but like I have to have a job. That's the problem. And don't push yourself. And that's the thing, is like I wouldn't want to anyway, because I would hate to make this feel like anything other than what it is, which is a hobby that I love to do. And so I was just really upset the other day because I'm like, it's been a pain in the ass to try to find a job. It's been a chore to try to do stuff. It's just been super stressful recently. Jared's been sick, which doesn't help. We've had to be very careful with our food. Because he's been sick, and some shit happened with his paycheck, unfortunately, because he's been sick. He was approved for like medical leave, but it messed up on his first check that he got from being on medical leave, and so we had to cut back on how much food we were eating, and then we ran out of water, and it was just this whole thing, and we couldn't like afford to go get shit. And so I was just like freaking out, because I'm like, dude, we can't afford groceries. Because if we get groceries, we aren't going to be able to afford car payment and rent and all these things. And I'm like, I've been trying to save money like crazy everywhere I can. I've been eating once a day to try to help with that. And even when I do eat, I try to eat very little. And I'm like, I just don't know what to do. I can't find a job. I've been trying. Nobody will hire me, which is true. Nobody will right now for some fucking reason. $10,000. What the fuck? How much is this bitch worth? 7,000? Where's the... How much is this one worth? 3,000. Food bank. We'll be fine. Like, what ended up happening was she fucking gave me a bunch of money. So then we got groceries. Set for sale. Actually, no. Set not for sale. Frame. Set for sale. She ended up sending us a bunch of money, and I was like, you didn't have to fucking do that. And she's like, oh, but I did. And I'm like, you're a bitch, but thank you. So then we're fine right now. It was just like Jared gets paid every 2 weeks, and it was just that he basically didn't get paid for those 2 weeks, and so things kind of came to an abrupt halt. So we're fine, we're back on track now, but those 2 weeks were a lot. And now he's sick. Like now he's sick, and that's another fun hurdle to jump through, but I'm so glad she did that for you. I know, I feel bad because I'm like, I wish I could pay you back. Like I wish I could do stuff for people, because I'm the type of person where, like, I don't want to say my love language is physical items because that makes me seem shallow, but it's more that like I grew up like so fucking poor, like so fucking poor, and because of that, have I really been an affiliate for that long? What the wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Sorry, I saw something that just threw me off. Anyway. I grew up so painfully poor. Like going to school with shoes in my holes. Oh, ew. With holes in my shoes, with t-shirts with holes in them, jeans with holes in them. There was a time when I was so poor, because my parents, here's the thing. My parents had money, and I don't mean they were rich. I mean, they had enough money to support kids. The problem is neither one of them wanted to take care of me because it was the other one's responsibility because they had a nasty divorce. And so, speaking of rice, we actually had that last night. That's all we had last night. Not even because we don't have like groceries right now. Like we use that $500 for groceries and bills and stuff like that. But we just wanted to fuck up a bowl of rice and literally nothing else because he's been sick, and so that was like the only thing that sounded good to him. And I love rice, so that's what we did. But neither one of my parents wanted to help take care of me. It was the other's responsibility at all times, constantly. And so because of that, do I have a PR agency? Networking, PR, fame and change your reputation. Anyway, sorry. I'm like, there's so much happening in this game that I'm like trying to like focus on that and also what fucking story I'm talking about. Neither one of them wanted to take care of me or help. I thought there was a fire. Apparently there's not. It's just this. All right, cool. Oh yeah. Anyway. So neither one of them wanted to pay or take care of or for me, whatever you want to say. And so because of that, it was always the other's responsibility to take care of it, quotations, it being me. And so what would happen is, can we put this like right here? Oh, yes. Okay. That added. What the fuck? He's been graduated. And so what ended up happening was, they would just keep going back and forth, and I would try to convince one of them to help give me money or assistance or whatever. Like, hey, I really need shoes. Hey, I really need new shirts. Hey, I really need new jeans. And it wasn't like, give me money as in like, give me $30. It was like, I need you to buy me clothes because I'm 12 years old and I can't do that myself. And they just, it was like pulling teeth because it was like, well, why doesn't your mom do this? Well, why doesn't your dad do this? And so it got so bad at one point, I made shoes out of duct tape because my shoes had fallen apart so badly that it was easier for me to just make shoes out of tape because they were held together better than the shoes that I had. And so what my sister did when she saw this, because she moved out, is she took like half of one of her paychecks and she bought me shoes because she was poor at that time because she was living on her own. But she was working in retail, and she's like, I get a discount. I'm going to take all this money that I can. I'm going to buy you some shoes, because obviously our dumb fucking parents aren't going to do that. And so she did. And I kept those for like 4 years. And I like cried when I threw them away. Because I felt bad because they were a gift, but they had fallen apart again. You know, after time, shit just does eventually. You have to throw stuff away. And so that's why every now and then I have a hoarding tendency, and that's why, because I wouldn't get stuff very often. And so I would have to try to keep things for as long as I possibly could to make sure that I had that stuff, whether it was food or clothes or blankets or whatever. Or like there was other times when I would, like, another example of how poor we were is there was definitely a time where I had to sleep on the floor. We had a trailer house, by the way. Like, we lived in a trailer house at one point for a couple of years, where I had to sleep on the floor of our den because we had a living room and then we had just like this like den. And the reason why is because it was too cold in the bedroom and the den was more to the middle of the house, but it also had a space heater that we would keep in there. And so I would have to fall asleep on the floor of the den to be near the space heater to stay warm enough so I wouldn't like freeze in my bedroom. And more than a handful of times I would wake up the next morning or in the middle of the night or whenever with like burns on whatever part of me, arms, legs, shoulder, whatever, because I slept too close to the heater because I was so cold. I just kept getting closer. And the power would go out in random parts of the house because the breakers were fucked up and broken, and so they would flick. And the den was one of the few places that it wouldn't flick off as much, which is another reason that we would try to sleep in there and not in our bedroom. But funny thing is, my mom and my stepdad lived on the other side of the trailer house right next to the furnace. So their room was constantly hot and warm. So they didn't have to deal with that problem, but I did. And my brother hated it, so he would just go stay at his friend's house, and so would my sister. And so I had to live there basically by myself. And it fucking sucked. Like, it fucking sucked. There's a reason I hoard shit. I try not to do it as much, obviously. Watching the TV show Hoarders helps a lot. But I always feel bad because Jared will buy me a bunch of clothes, and then they'll, you know, after 2 or 3 years, they will get to their end of their life. They'll ooh, shit, that's not. Hold on 1 second. I think that helped a little bit. They'll get to the end of their life and you'll have to throw them away because they get holes in them. It's really hard for me to do that. It's really, really hard. Because he bought stuff for me. Like, he spent money on me. And like, that's why when people give me gifts, I cry, because it's not that my love language is money or monetary, or it's not that I'm shallow. It's that, like, I know what it means to be poor. I know what it means to work for money and to have to go through shit and how much effort gets put into things. And so when somebody gives something to me, all I can think about is like, this person invested a lot of resources into this amount of money. Like, say Jared, I don't know how much Jared makes an hour. I think it's like $20 an hour. If he buys me a pair of pants for $20, in my head, I'm like, he worked for an hour for this. He did his job for an hour for this. Like, I get very specific. What if you could live into rugs? What we usually do is we don't just straight up throw them away. We will send them off to not Salvation Army, because that fucking sucks. What is it? We donate them anyway. That's where I'm trying to go with that. There's a local donation place where we'll send it to like thrift stores and stuff. Like, we won't throw them away because we know that's like really wasteful. We usually try to give them to someone. Because they think you're worth it, but I'm not. And so that's why I get very, very anxious about stuff. And I felt really bad that she gave me all that money, because I'm like, I wish I could repay you. And she's like, you don't have to. And I'm like, like, I cried. And that's why, like, even if somebody subscribes on Twitch, are you calling him a liar? Yes. He's laying down right now because he's asleep. So he's definitely a liar. Even if somebody subscribes on Twitch and it's like, yeah, I'm only going to get $2 of that. Or if it's like a Prime sub, I'm only going to get like $1 of that. It's more about the fact that like that person is still spending any amount of money on me. They had to work for that in some way. No. And so that's why it really gets to me. I heard you become thanks, Mom, who's also dead. That's why I'm like, I'm having that subathon soon. Oh shit. Oh shit. I have to get more water. Hold on. My water literally just ran out. Aha. Thank you for the hydrate. People think you're worth it. I don't think I'm worth it. Also, the answer to the question is yes. I'm worried about the subathon thing a little bit. Actually, kind of a lot. It's giving me a lot of anxiety. Because I'm like, what if it happens and nothing happens? Do you know what I mean? Like, what if I do it and either nobody shows up or nobody actually like subscribes or anything like that? I have like this deep anxiety about that. I feel like I shouldn't, because I know at least one person who will do something. Like, I don't know what, but I know she'll do something. But I'm also like, what if it does happen and it's like 5 minutes or something stupid? Like or like it freaks me out. If no one subs, you don't have to cry, but I'll show up. That's where I'm at. I'm like, I don't know how long to set it for, because like, what if nobody shows up, or what if people, or also, what if people do show up and then I do cry like a bitch? That's also another fear. And so that's where I'm at. I'm just like, no matter what, I'm just like, something crazy is gonna happen. Chat line's 30. For some reason, this isn't working, so I'm gonna turn this off. Save. Unless I might have, anyway. I'm distracted. But when am I not? Kyoko, oh damn, it wasn't us. We have a bunch of money though. Which means we could probably upgrade the house again if we wanted to. We could get like nicer couches and beds. I think I should wait to move Duke out, who will hopefully soon hear back from college so we can send him off. Cook. Dude, that sun is just in the worst spot. Hamburger cake. There we go. I also don't know what rules I should set for it. It's like, I've seen people do like for every sub, it's like 10 minutes or something. And then I've seen other ones, but I'm like, I don't anticipate there to be a lot. And so part of me is like, maybe I should set the bar higher. I mean, lower. So it's like for every sub, I'll do like 20 minutes or something. But I'm also like, again, worried that like if I do it, nothing happens. And so it's just it's an anxiety. I feel like it's a dumb anxiety to have because I should just have fun and not worry about it, but it's still like, but what if like built the Sims Halloween trivia tomb in The Sims 3. What? Oh, okay. Sorry, I got distracted by something. I get it. Well, and like, my friends who I would anticipate to be here are going through some shit right now. And not the ones who I'm like, not that I anticipate them to like donate, just the ones who would be here to hang out and stuff. If for some reason I needed to stream for an extended period of time, they're going through some shit, so they probably won't be here. And I'm just like, maybe I should just call the whole thing off. Maybe I should just not and just have like a regular stream that day and not worry about anything. Cause I'm just like, I think I'm psyching myself up too much. But I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, maybe it's not a bad idea to just do it anyway, just for fun. Cause like, I can't imagine that the first one is always going to be the best or it's always going to work out or you know what I mean? Like there's going to be failures. I shouldn't be scared of that. It's fine. It's normal. It is what it is. She's an old woman now. Oh, wait. She's not even an elder. She's only an adult. Oh, I thought she was going to be an elder. Oh, she has a long time. Oh, dude, your husband's going to die like tomorrow. I guess we did meet him when he was older. Oh, dude, we have like a bunch of time with you then. Wait. What does that mean? Photography? What can we do with you? Let's freshen up on your handiness. I want her to try to hurry up and upgrade a bunch of stuff around the house. I want him to move out. I am tempted to keep the kid in here and just keep it like a shitty kid room. And then turn this into like a gym or something. Pregnancy stunts The Sims. Yeah, I forgot that she wasn't like an adult. I guess I didn't realize how much older her husband was than her though, because he's gonna die like really, really soon. So he must have been an adult when we met, and not even like a young adult, like just a straight up regular adult. Caleb needs to go murder someone. Can you go murder this person? Vampire. Drink. Deep. Give them the deep suck. Did you break your computer? Good. Maybe you guys will stay off of it. Read. Can you read gardening? What gardening are you at? I feel like your gardening sucks. Yeah, you're at gardening 4. Read the second one. I need you guys to actually like try. Yeah, look at all these plants that are not doing good. This one's doing great. These other ones. The deep suck TM. Yeah, exactly. I'm also worried. I'm like, should I not start it too early? But I think I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. What? I was playing SimCity 4 this morning. That game is way different than I remember. Like a lot different. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I was like, the controls are way different than I am used to. So like instead of being able to like do this, which you obviously can't, or use like WASD to move around the camera, you can like only use the right mouse button to do this, where you have to like pan the camera and stuff. It's so weird. It took me a while to get used to it. And then after that, like, it's way more complicated than I remember, in a good way. Like, it's really, really in depth, and I like that. But the traffic is very basic, and that's something I need to figure out. Because in City Skylines we have all these transportation options and stuff, and in SimCity 4 you have like 2 fucking things, and so that has to be its own debacle. I'm gonna have to watch a bunch of tutorials and stuff on how to get stuff to be up to date. Take a piece, because I want to have like a functional town. I don't want to say city, because I remember when I was younger I tried really, really hard to get cities to work in that game, and they're very difficult. It's very difficult to get a functional city, like a big metropolis. But if I can just get like a tiny town that's like profitable and nobody's pissed off, I'll be happy. I think I currently make like $50 a month or a week, or however the time spans are in that game, and that's like it. Is he... I want him to check his college applications again. University. Check application status. Check your status. Did he get rejected? No, he got accepted. We're going to Foxbury. University. Enroll. We're gonna... He's evil, so I need to think about how we're gonna do this. He's like the bad seed, even though his older brother was supposed to be that. I want him out. I want him out of this house. Going to Foxbury Institute. We're gonna give distinguished degree in villainy. Damn. Drama, communications. 3 classes with writing sadness. He's gonna live 264. He's not gonna live with his brother. That's for sure. He's gonna live here near his brother. And then click that. He's moving in by himself. Yes. I want to move him, and then we're gonna go back, because I'm not gonna play with him right now. I don't care what happens to him. I wonder how his brother's doing. If he's like, does he have a wife or a girlfriend? Maybe he has a boyfriend. I did try to hook him up with a dude. Turns out that dude was aromantic and asexual, so we couldn't even try on either front. Quick, go use the bathroom before you pee. We're gonna give you this bed, and then you're gonna want to take a shower. Take a shower. There we go. All right, save. And now we can go to manage worlds, and then I just want to see what's up with his brother. Makes dating interesting. How does that handle with the sexuality update? Because dear God, is it a chore to try to find people? Everybody was I have just the base game plus MCC and Better Build By. I don't know if MCC had any default things that are on or not, but I have all the neighborhood stories on, all the aging, all that stuff. Dude, every time I try to interact with somebody, they're either asexual, aromantic, or I'm not their type, or they're married. And so I have to keep being a homewrecker and breaking up relationships just so that I can get with someone. Now, do you have any romantic interests? No. You do now. Haven't played in over a month. Well, now you have the new packs to play with. Why is he crying? That, yeah, I know, that like smooth. Brighten day. I don't want to spend too much time on here. They got new packs to play. I want an update already. Give him a pickup line. Oh, no, he left. What do you mean you don't have food? All right, quick. Romance. Flirt. Oh, trying to fall in love with The Sims again? That's fair. I get that. Because it can be... It can get burnt out really quick. There's the word I'm trying to think of. First kiss. Move quick. Move fast and hot. Oh my. Romance. Offer a rose. Stop leaving. We're trying to have a romantic interaction. Sexy pose. Yeah, look at this butt. Kiss. Oh no, romance. Ask to be boyfriend. Dude, we're moving so fast. Declare love publicly. Oh my god. They're moving so quickly. Flirt. Give, massage, flirt. Make out, kiss, hold hands. Oh, damn. Romance. Ask out on a date. Let's go on a date. He needs food. I want to go to Windenburg. I like how I said I wasn't going to do this and spend a bunch of time with this person, and yet here we are. In my defense, I want to get him set up with someone really quick before I jump back to my other family. But I also want to see what happens if I leave them alone for a day. His sister's the one that's like in charge of everything, so I want to hurry up and get him like gearing to go so I can never talk to him again. I just want to see what's gonna happen. Oh, wait, that didn't work. Why is it not working? Is he broken? What is happening? Quick! Go do the do in the closet. Is he? Oh. Oh. Where are we going? Actively trying to fall off the couch. Where the fuck? What bush? Where are we going? Dude, he has to pee so much. Oh, he's about to pee in the bush. So that happened. Anyway, go to manage worlds. We did it. Yay. So, well, now they're together. I wanted to get further, like get them like engaged and stuff, but I think that's far enough for now. Cause his needs are garbage. But we have a bigger house now. Jada, I need you. I need you. Hope they get pregnant. Oh, they're both, neither one of them can get pregnant. Although that would have been really funny if they could. Watch him still get like abducted by aliens or something. Like crazy because it's The Sims. Okay, so we have her to play with now. I know they're men, just saying. So what I think we can do is let's take this bed and we'll put it in the household inventory. We're gonna get rid of the computer and we're gonna move the desk in here too. And mods. Oh yeah, I could always take one of them into create a sim too and allow one of them to get pregnant if I wanted. Let's do activities and skills. Have babies? I would cry because I never want kids. I don't know. I've thought about it a lot. I don't even like being a kid. I don't want someone else to have to be a kid. Do I want like a workout machine? I think it would be really funny to get like a treadmill, like a home gym, but like not a good one. It's literally just like this. It's just this, nothing else in here. We'll have it go like this. This is our workout room. It's so small. That's what she said. Go work out. Let's get you nice and fit. Why do you have to come in here and talk to her while she's doing this? You know what I haven't thought about at all? These people's like this stuff. I forgot all about these. What's some traits that I can give her actually? Reward store traits. Oh my god, can I not throw up constantly? Super green thumb, seldomly sleepy, professional slacker, hardly hungry, fertile, great kisser, beguiling, steel bladder, heat proof, frugal. Ooh, let's go frugal and storm chaser so they calm down, and speed reader. There. She's gonna die soon, so I don't know why I did that, but wow, he has like no points. He's the one who actually should have a bunch of points. Mentor, morning sim, speed reader. Let's have him do speed reader. And then what about Caleb? Bring Caleb here. Did Caleb take on? Oh, that's right. Caleb did take on his last name. Weird traits. Speed reader, yes. Perfect. Does this little shit have any? No, none that are worth much. She's uncomfortable and she's hungry. Go have breakfast, eggs and toast. Go make yourself some food. No one else can have it though. We should actually probably upgrade their house a little bit. So let's sell their couch, chair, and TV. We'll leave the TV stand. Let's transfer 20,000 and $16. There, we have 24. I mean, that's a lot of money, but we don't really need a ton for what I'm gonna be doing. Let's grab a couch. Do you want the dream home one? Comfort 4, comfort 1? Oh, that doesn't even have comfort. Comfort 6. I like the paranormal one. So we'll do the paranormal one, which will move forward just a little, and then a living chair. So what's this? Comfort 1 again. We could do the paranormal chair again. It would match. We could do like that. I need an upgrade, any couch, bed, etc. mod. There, I think you can actually like go through and make a lot of them a lot nicer, but sometimes like aesthetically, some of these just don't look good. Like this chair is comfort 7 and this has comfort 10, but I hate that chair. This one's more usable, but like I hate these two chairs because they're not usable. Surfaces, I want just like a tiny little end table. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. No. Purple, no. Great, no. I like the table, but it just doesn't do it for me. Sorry, I'm like looking. This one? No. We might have to go with this one. I don't want to use pink though. How does this one look in this? No. Okay. Does this one have like a, oh wait, this one does. It has like an all wood. Oh, see, but that doesn't look good. I think the round does look better. So let's grab this in this maybe. Ooh. Maybe not. I think these match. Like this and this match. Okay, that's fine. I'm not worried about the trunk, but I could probably get rid of it anyway. And then put like a nice dresser thing over here. Just something to fill in the space. Will this come in like, because I feel like this is a bit much. Not that this isn't like dramatic either. Ooh, industrial loft kit maybe? It is a good kit, I'm not gonna lie. I did enjoy it quite a bit. I use that a lot in the Victorian houses, so I should probably stay away from it for now. Even though it looks nice, I've used it way too much. No, that's too big. What about... Could use this. Nah, it doesn't look good. It's not a bad item. It doesn't look good in this situation. Man, I just wish this had like a regular wood swatch. What about it? I'm tempted to use the industrial kit. I do like the kit a lot. That's too dark. Ooh, that's way so, it's so pale though. What about dining tables? Because like this is fine, but then we'd have to switch out all this other stuff to match. Does this have any swatches that like even come close to this other stuff? Not really. I guess we can just do that. I hate that though. I can't. It doesn't look good. What about miscellaneous? Is there anything under here or even shelves? Shelves. Oh, these. Do these have... Oh shit, they don't. There's not like a regular wood swatch. Because I think this would have been nice to use like down here and build like a fake thing. But it's not gonna work. That's way too big. Is what she said. Oh shit. This is what happens when you stay at, or when you wake up at 3 in the morning. You get very tired. This might work if it comes in a swatch that matches. There, see, that's fine. This doesn't quite match, that's whatever. I could always make it match better. I think these are close enough that if you don't pay attention, you won't notice. And then decorations. We need a rug for sure, because this looks really bare. I kind of want like a fuzzy rug, maybe. This industrial loft one is nice. Not sold on the color, though. That orange is actually kind of nice. Let's do orange. It makes the room feel warmer. And then all I need is a TV, which we could get like the big one now and move this over again. So we have like a nice living room like this. And then we could even put like a lamp or some candles. That actually might look really good too. Like tea set. Oh, excuse me. This one or blue? Actually, I like the blue. Candles? No, that looks weird. I wish we had individual candles or something to make that looked like normal. Because some of these other ones are just a lot. I think this table being empty might be fine. So that's definitely an upgrade to there. I think what I want to do here is upgrade the kitchen. Oh, why'd I delete that? I should have just done this so I can add an extra one. And then we can just keep that in the corner. I want to add a dishwasher. So let's do appliances. I think it's under here. There, that's fine. And then I want to add a washer and dryer. I don't think there's room though. Unless we were to put laundry in here. So like we could move this to here. And then add the washer and dryer like right here. Actually, maybe. Turn this into a laundry room. And then install laundry baskets in like the bathrooms. It's like rearrange this. Actually, probably want to go like this. And then put the laundry in the corner. And do the same in here. put that like there. Oop, not clipping the wall though, because that looks weird. There, I don't care. They don't have to be exact. Perfect. And then let's add the actual machines. Probably switch these to like a white, I think is fine. There's not really room for one in here unless we put them in here, which I think would be fine. If not a little funny. Because then if you think about like, why is there this big room and then a washer and dryer in there? It's like they wanted to install it somewhere and they had nowhere else to go. All right, perfect. We could shrink this bathroom just a bit so we can also fit a basket down here. Move the door over just a hair. Laundry basket. And yeah, that's fine. That's good. That's good. What else can we upgrade? Because we have upgraded the couch. We could maybe get a better bed for the kid. Is there a better like single bed? Energy release 5 or energy relief. Wow. 4. What's the best single bed? 10. Princess Cordelia. We'll do this. We'll get the kid a better bed. Not because we care about this particular child, but because eventually someone else is gonna move in and we need something for that person. There we go. All right, I think that's good there. Is there a computer in here? They have a good computer. They don't have a good one downstairs. We could get them a better one here too. Let's do electronics, computers. What's like a really, really good computer? Fun 9. Actually, I think this one might be one of the best ones. Perfect. All right, cool. I think we did what little we can now. I mean, we still have a bunch more money if we really wanted to go crazy with it, but I just realized what time it is. I have some stuff I need to get done today before I stream again later tonight. But I just wanted to thank everybody for stopping by. I'm gonna go. You're muted. Sorry. But no, I had a great time. I just want to thank everybody who stopped by, followed, and all that stuff. And I'll be back later tonight at my 7 p.m. Central. So I will see you guys then. So have a great rest of your day.